Well, he's just flash on in and flash. There it is from Carry. Amazing engage, and they just did not respect that.
To farm, and now Owner over here with ult.
There's no charm, but they might just have enough damage. Yes, they absolutely do. Owner didn't have to use his ult top. Really, the question is who's going to get the kill, and it will be Smash eventually here as he gets it. Does drop 3 CS. I think he's fine with that. Meanwhile, KT are going to take the grubs in the top lane, but the thing as the ult is going to go in on a Padak, and there's the follow-up. It's as easy as that. You press your R, and even Israel can't do anything, as Peter also is going to die. Smash now 3-0, Owner 2-0-2.
And that's the kind of counter to Ezreal moment that I was talking about earlier, where you killer instinct and there's just no getting away.
And he also has charm. He's going to try to hold on to the flash. It's going to bite him in the butt as Peter does follow flash, and he just dies. Meanwhile, T1 up in the top lane are just bullying casting once again. They're doing a great job of making the rookie's life really difficult as this guy is not getting out alive once again. It'll be 0-2. Meanwhile, they're taking the mid turret.
TP.
Yeah, I think this is a mistake. The Ezreal is just so incredibly dead. There's just no play in the game for Padak. He showed up to the LCK. He's like, I'm ready to play. And T1 said no. Because Peter's going to die too. BDD is teleporting away. The cleanest together engage. But the taunt is going to land here on the Rumble. Casting just dies again. And the follow-up is there. They're not going to overcommit into the jungle, but they're certainly going to make their presence made after getting that kill. Nice little cast into the wall, going to force Peter into a rough spot. And now with the charm follow-up, nicely done by Faker. That means that is another kill on the board.
Anytime Faker has to flash.
Oh, well, it's actually KT who are getting the better of this trade. Nicely done. As Smash goes in, still going to get the kill on a Cuz. Cleanly done.
EDD is dying a slow and painful death.
I mean, he might get Faker here. Nicely done. Going to take him down. Faker wanted the kill. He gets punished for it. He's not too happy about that.
But it's the Faker death into Otacon, you know?
I mean, technically KT are 4v3 here. But they're not on the objective. And certainly now T1 will take the fight 3v4 as they have the Otacon buff. The incredible amount of damage that Owner is doing in the backline. That's before Smash even shows up. Padak doing his best. But his best is certainly not enough. Not at this point in the game. Triple kill for Smash, who is now 9-0.
It's unlikely, but I mean, I won't count him out.
It would require KT to fight them. I think that's the last thing they want to do, but they're going to be forced to as this kill does go to Smash. Okay, there you go. There's the one. We'll see how many more he can get as Peter goes into his ult. Carria is tanky enough, just barely, with the Galio. Nice charm here from Faker. Follow-up comes in from Flash, or from Smash, rather. Oh no, Owner stole one away.
Oh.
But it's all right. The Penta is denied, and Smash will get up to 13. And Peter says, well, do I go in or do I just go to the base? He's going to try his best because he's Peter. It's another kill over to Smash. 14 in his first game back. That's 23-3. T1 will absolutely just destroy KT. It was not close, not for a millisecond.
Yeah, not. I mean, okay, hold up.
Oh, the flash on in, but Peter in a bit of trouble. He will go down. Pretty straightforward. There goes Padak as well. Those throw in the barrier, but it's not quite enough. And that is a couple of kills going the way of T1. Before anything happens, Doran is going to have to flash if he wants to get away. Still not going to get away, though. That's already a kill going the way of KT. And now T1 trying to force this fight. Maybe a little bit of happy gaming does come in after I mention it. KT's not of his ult. He used it on the wave. Will they regret that decision? No is the answer. Very nicely juggled there. Everybody takes a bunch of damage, but it's still a kill.
Here we go. This is an angle.
Yeah, they're trying to force here on an Owner who is just going to try to flash away, but it's very difficult to get away from this comp. The follow-up is huge, and
T1 playing so respectfully, backing up though. Faker may get caught.
He's just stuck here in the bush. He's going to have to flash, and not even the disengage cone is going to help him as BDD sits him down.
What a shove. Absolutely insane prediction from BDD.
Yeah.
Or just a complete coincidence, but I'm going to say
no,
insane prediction.
It was planned. And now, TP coming in. T1 want to fight this. They want to fight on their terms. They're going to press their buttons in the aggressive direction, this time for the first time in this game. And now they do shut down BDD. who did have Flash. That ult was not great from Smash, is now going to get into that backline. The follow-up is there. Smash in a lot of trouble, and they are able to get the shutdown onto the AD carry of T1. That's a double kill as well. And KT beginning to gain some momentum in this game. The lights, they get into that back line, and one stun on the Smash is enough. He's totally zoned by a Renekton, and he has to flash away. But look at the damage right now from the Nocturne. At least they get the Ashe, as now Smash tries to get in, but he just dies. As he was isolated the entire fight, they don't have an AD carry. Cuz is going to get blown up by Faker, and they still have this Mbessa as well. T1 trying to fight this one out. It's a very close one. Faker's still full health against 3 low health bars, but he doesn't have a front line anymore, who unfortunately got caught in the crossfire. And now T1, nice little pick, and oh, very nice max range from Doran, gonna catch out the Talia and get the job done as T1 beginning to show what their pick comp can do as the stun comes in from Faker. Excellent position, and that is 3 kills as KT fall 1 by 1.
This is what T1 can do if you just get one angle, one moment.
Trying desperately to take him down, and now he gets the huge ultimate onto so many that were desperately trying to dive into him, and there is the value from the MF, and the follow-up is swift from T1. KT overextend, and it's just going to be a clean, straight-up ace 29 minutes into the game as they will look to potentially end.
Just comes to a crashing end.
Yeah, the crash down from the row we did not see. And yeah, the Nexus will fall here. T1 will just have their fun. Doran gets killed right at the end, but it doesn't matter. It's still a relatively clean 2-0. I think especially game 1, but game 2, they finally figured it out. KT, a couple of overextensions, and if you give one of our top teams in the